Okay, so here we are, we're looking at the old man Logan statue unboxed here at Project Mayhem, and I gotta tell you, most people were not aware of the old man Logan until the movie came out earlier this year. But this is the original Mac Daddy. This O is the O. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick overall look of the statue. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about the aesthetics that it boasts, and of course the age factor as well. So that's what we're going to be doing over here today. And yeah, so let's start it off with talking about the from the bottom up. So let's talk about the base. Now what you see over here is the statue is sort of on this red rock sort of base. Everything over here, I believe it's PVC plastic, but if you look at the level of detail over here, like wow, that is phenomenal. You know, this suggests rock. It's sculpted and it's painted. There's some dry brushing as well. Brilliant. Marvel Gallery is really kicking up a notch. But wait, there's more. As you flip the statue around, now those of you, spoiler alert, those of you who read the comic series that this is based on will know exactly what happened, why this ended off here. No, this is not a reference to Civil War. Don't be a savage. Go and read the actual book, right? Also for sale, mind you, at Project Mayhem. Anyway, talking about this here. So you have Iron Man's armor over here, and you have Captain America's shield embedded in the rock over here as well. Now, I just want to zoom in a wee bit over here, right? Now, look at that, right? Basically, what you have is this really dished up version of Iron Man's armor, and it's brilliant to consider this is just on the base of here, it has such a high level of detail. And what's really impressive about it is that if you look over here, not to talk too much about the story here, but you know, it's some years after Iron Man was defeated in the storyline, and you can see that what they've done is they've suggested like some corrosion and whatnot on the armor itself. So that is brilliant. Come over here to Cap's shield as well. Not as much damage, not as much battle damage noted, but as you can see the shadows that you see over here, that's not actually the lighting. That now is the actual painting over there. So what these guys have done is they've painted this in such a way that it actually gives it sort of like a 3D effect. So all those naysayers out there, and you know who you are, who talk crap about Marvel Galleries, well, as you can see, they are seriously leveling it up. You know, this is brilliant work. On the topic of paint work, just coming up over here, and I see this jacket over here, right? This jacket over here is made completely out of PVC plastic, right? But if you look at it, the way they've done the paint work, the scuffing and the wear and tear, the wearing on it and stuff like that, it actually looks very much like leather. You know, wow, I'm just so impressed. These guys have come such a long way since, well, for example, the Hulk. Which brings me now to the main thing, and that's the statue itself, the old man Logan himself. Now what we have is a very powerfully built version of him, right? I don't recall him being this buff in the comic itself, but I like it, right? So here's what we have, right? If you look at this, this is once again painted plastic, but again, the way I just want to, let's see if we can focus there. There we go. Now, they use sort of like very broad brush strokes over here, which is a bold choice when you really think about it, but it simulates faded denim, dusty faded denim. So that was pretty kick-ass coming over there. Okay, right. So let's see what we have over here. Okay, let's talk about the face sculpt a little bit, right? Now, I really hope that the camera can catch this. Okay, there we go. So you can see his eyes sunken into his sockets over there. Brilliant blue eyes, some fine sculpting over there for the stubble, the eyebrows, and this and that. Now, I don't know if you can pick this up, but I mean, just look at that. Let's just get my giant fingers in there. Yeah, okay, just look at that. Just look at the way they've sculpted that kind of detail. Now, for what's supposedly a lower end statue, you know, what's supposedly a lower end line of statue, now the way they've done this kind of face sculpt, I mean, I swear to you, I see some higher end statues, inverted commas, and they don't boast this level of detail. Okay, so as you can see, the paint work overall, brilliant stuff, top notch. Great work. Right, now let's come over here. Now Wolverine is all about the claws, right? That's what Wolverine is all about, right? So let's look at this over here. Now once again, claws made out of plastic. Is plastic? Yeah, it is plastic, right? Now, this is what's awesome about it, because it's made out of plastic, but it doesn't really feel like plastic, or at least my mind is tricked into not thinking that it's plastic simply because of the way the paint work is done. So it has the shimmering silver on it, and brilliant stuff over here. Now, bearing in mind that this is old man Logan, right? The question is, do they manage to give him that old man look, you know, this weathered, worn, battle-weary version of Wolverine? And let's look over here. If we're going to go back to the face sculpt, you look at the wrinkles, you look at the blotching on the skin and whatnot, that suggests his age. But then you go closer to his hands, right? And I really hope you can see this there. But you can see his hands themselves, the way they sculpted, they have these sort of like wrinkles and whatnot in it. So that suggests his age as well. So overall, it's a small detail that most people probably wouldn't notice, but that's why we're here. I got to tell you that overall, what they've managed to achieve with this particular piece, truly brilliant. So as far as aesthetic appeal is concerned, on point. So let's talk about the age factor now. Let's see, right, at this price point over here, I gotta say this is true value for money. And the way the statue is done, the overall look, the way the shading is done all the way through, we didn't talk too much about some of the aesthetics, but even the belt, even the way his undershirt is done and whatnot, I gotta tell you, this thing elicits a resounding ish. So as far as this statue is concerned, I have no reservations with recommending it to any collector, particularly somebody who loves Wolverine. Yeah, man, geez, like seriously. So if you haven't already got one of these statues over here, you need to chat to our friends Riza and Nas at Project Mayhem to get yourself one ASAP. This one over here, I see this thing over here selling out super fast. So what you need to do is reach out to them, do it quickly. The details to contact them are in the links below, and I will chat to you guys soon. Peace.